There is no doubt that the retail landscape has changed significantly over recent history. More and more so, we've moved away globally from a transactional economy where it's all about the price or the purchase or the item that a person gets or the service that a person gets from another institution. Nowadays, the focus is much more so on the experience that a person has every step of the way as they are working with a brand. And all of you represent a brand, the brand of the clinic that you work for. One of the biggest misunderstandings and miscommunications that occurs between the high levels within an organization and the people who are at the front desk interacting with customers is that the brand operates independent of them. But it doesn't. Every single one of you with every single interaction illustrates to a potential consumer what that brand is going to be. And that involves not only how you interact in store with people one-on-one, it also involves how you interact online, how you interact via your social media. Your contribution to a brand doesn't stop at the door when you leave an office, when you leave your workspace. Your contribution to a brand as a member of that brand is something that is lived every single day. There's a term in marketing called omni-channel customer experience or omni-channel user experience. Now, what that means is that a customer looking to interact with a brand, a patient looking to interact with a dental clinic, is going to expect that they are capable of interacting with that organization throughout every channel that they used to use at any time. That's where Instagram comes into play. Instagram is easily one of the fastest growing, if not the fastest growing, social media channels in the South African landscape. The previous year, the brand adoption for Instagram was 42%. It grew 20% in the last year alone to bring it to where it is right now. The next one is YouTube. Start online and see, okay, if I was a customer, how would I start by finding this brand at all? If people can't find you online, you essentially do not exist. So, how would I start by finding my brand if I was someone who had never heard of me? And start that online, because that's where most people start nowadays. Then, once they've done that, okay, how am I communicating with my customers? The generations of people who are going to be coming into your clinic are not growing older, they're growing younger. More so and more so, the generations that you're going to be experiencing are the generations that grew up in a social media centric world. This doesn't mean that as they're going to grow older, they're going to grow out of this trend. They're not. They're going to grow more deeply into this trend, showcasing more and more ways that they expect to be able to connect with the brands that they want to interact with. And that's where all of you come into play. As I said, no matter how powerful the experience that these people have had before they enter the room, the experience within that room can fundamentally change the way that they remember the brand or interact with that brand.